If you've never tried Knafeh, well, you're going to want to watch this because Amina's going to make her version. It's to die for. It's a combination of delicious pastry and lots of cheese.
Look, the cheese elements are really great in this because it's got a bit of saltiness to it. But then, you know, when you douse it with all that sugar syrup and that crispy ghee pastry, oh,
So good.
what else can you say?
You know, I look at this mozzarella and this other very unique cheese that we're going to be adding to this and you go, oh, just how's that going to work? But it just does because they're quite mild, aren't they?
They are mild. Look, this is called Akkawi cheese. Now, Akkawi cheese is an Arab cheese, which, you know, the mozzarella's for the Italians, the Akkawi is our version. So it is quite firm. It has a bit of saltiness to it, but the way we use it is that we soak it in water for a few hours before we use it in the Knafeh, and that's just to allow all that salt to come out of it.
Okay, and if you don't soak it, it's just extremely salty, is it?
It can be quite salty, so not ideal for a dessert. Now, we're going to start with the sugar syrup first because we need that at room temperature.
Okay.
So pretty much the triad. So we've got the water, sugar, and a squeeze of lemon juice. And the reason we use a bit of lemon juice is just to stop the crystallising element of the sugar.
Okay.
And right at the end, while that's reducing, we'll add a little bit of orange blossom water. It gives it a really nice little floral note to it as well.
Love that. And how much lemon juice?
Oh, just a nice little squeeze.
Just a little squeeze.
Yeah, perfect. That's it.
go.
That's plenty, thank you.
All right. And so this comes up to the boil.
Comes up to a rapid boil, and I usually let it boil for a couple of minutes and drop to a nice rolling simmer until it's sort of reduced to about a third, and then we take it off and let it cool.
Easy. All right, I'll keep an eye on that. What's next?
Next, so I'll get you to grate the cheeses, please.
Sure.
So that's our mozzarella.
Yep.
And the Akkawi. So we'll just use half of that.
Sure.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the pastry ready. So this is the Knafeh pastry, or as the Greeks or commonly known here in Australia as kataifi.
Yep.
As you can see here, it's been taken out of the fridge. Take it out at least an hour to an hour and a half beforehand. You don't want to work with cold pastry, especially in this case.
Okay.
And what we do is we cut it down or shred it down a little bit more. So it's so much easier to get that ghee through it. The ghee should be at room temperature. Don't make it really hot. Or a little bit warm is okay.
Right.
And we're just going to massage that through. I'm going to use gloves today. That's the nursey side of me.
No.
I love the gloves.
A lot of people don't know you're not only an incredible cook, but you're also a paediatric nurse, which is just, like she's a Wonder Woman. What can I say?
Well, look, I love the smell of butter and ghee, but I got to say I don't like it on my skin after a few hours later.
It is. When you're working with butter, it just sticks to your hands.
It just does.
Yeah.
So it might look like a lot, but that pastry, because it's so dry, it will actually absorb all of that. And ghee is really good for kataifi or Knafeh pastry because it gives it a really nice colour.
Yeah.
Ghee is an absolute must in your Arab pantry.
Yeah.
So we use it quite liberally, as you can see.
All right, so I'm going to keep grating this. And you wanted me to grate the Akkawi after this?
Yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great too.
And anything else that goes into the cheese?
Yeah, just a touch of sugar. And the only reason we add a little bit of sugar is just to help bind it as it starts to melt, but also give it a bit of sweetness, because remember, that's a bit salty too.
All right, I'll just start grating the next cheese.
Yep. Let's get this over here.
So you want like a tart dish or a round dish similar to this?
So you want a round dish, fairly shallow, not too high.
Right.
In an Arab household, would be using those big aluminium ones, the really big ones, because, our families are big. So for the moment, because it's just the two of us, we're going to use this little flan or a tart dish. And you can see all of those grains, all of those shredded kataifi, it's covered in the ghee. Don't ever leave them where you can see white, because it's just not going to get colour on it when you cook it.
Yeah, so all those strands are completely bathed in
absolutely.
the ghee.
Now you can see that sugar syrup roll, that's beautiful. So we'll leave that going like that for a few more minutes, and then we'll drop down the temperature.
Nice one.
So
you're pressing that in quite firmly so it's compact?
Correct, yeah. And so I've divided the pastry into two portions because we're going to use for the top as well. But this is one version of Knafeh. There's so many versions of Knafeh. So the other Knafeh that's quite famous, obviously in Middle Eastern pastries or desserts, is the one that's made from semolina dough.
Correct.
So this is, a different type of Knafeh.
Beautiful. So I've got the cheese in there.
Thank you very much.
And just a little bit of sugar.
A little bit of sugar, please.
Okay.
Lovely.
And then I'll give that a stir.
And then we're going to pop that over onto this bottom layer of the Knafeh that I've already prepared.
Okay. The whole lot, or do you
keep going.
Yep.
please. That should be enough for the moment, I think. Yeah, so we'll just spread that out evenly because you don't want too many chunky bits.
Oh, it's going to be good. Cheese
Yep.
pie.
It is almost like it, a sweet one.
A sweet one.
There we go.
Great.
So that's ready to go. Now we'll put our top layer, and I think our sugar syrup's looking really nice there, eh?
Beautiful.
Now that needs a couple more minutes, but I might get you to add the orange blossom now if you don't mind. The whole lot, please. Perfect. And we can just drop that temperature down a little bit now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And we'll just give it a few more minutes and then we'll leave it alone.
All right, well, we're going to finish topping this and then it goes into the oven. How long do you cook it for?
So 180, and I usually have it for about 35 to 40 minutes. As soon as it's done, we flip it and put the sugar syrup over.
You know this is going to be good.
Knafeh is hot, it's straight out of the oven. Yep. Got to flip it onto here, get some of that syrup over the top.
Nice.
Justine, could I trouble you to coarsely chop those up because we're going to pop it over the top as well.
Yeah. So there's a thing about hot pie and room temperature syrup or the other way around. So,
or the other way, correct. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I heard it drop, so that's good. Nothing stuck. Yes, we always like that combo of hot sweet and cool syrup. Beautiful. Not cold, but just room temperature. All right, here we go.
All right. Ooh.
Look at that, golden.
Stunning.
And let's get some of this syrup on. So it's cooled down and it has thickened.
Yep.
And be generous, huh?
Okay.
No skimping on the syrup.
Do you need to allow it to rest, or it's one of those pies you can eat straight because you want it hot, right?
The Knafeh has to be eaten hot because that cheese, you want it melted, not hardened. Yep. And if you can throw some of that pistachios over the top, thank you for doing that.
I'd love to. Go.
Look at that. Oh. Perfect. All right, I might borrow that knife from you, and here we go. You can hear how crunchy that is.
Kataifi, it's just one of those pastries that it's just
so
good.
good.
To use. Yeah, always crunchy. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's really nice. See? It's really yummy. I'm going to cut another one.
Ooh, how good does that look? You can see how oozy and gooey it is, and all that syrup. Lots of syrup.
Lots of syrup, yeah.
All right, so let's have a taste of this.
Let's dig in.
I'm going right in the centre.
Go in the centre.
Get lots of that cheese.
Yep.
You've got the saltiness of the cheese, you've got the chew of it, the stringiness of the mozzarella, but then you've got the delicateness of the orange blossom, the floralness of it. Super crunchy pastry. It's like win-win-win.
It's a win.
Whoever thought to make a dessert like this was quite clever because it is just divine, isn't it?
It is one of the most delicious desserts in Arab cooking.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's all of those combinations in that one dish.
Yeah.
It's just unreal, and the best when it's eaten hot, straight out of the oven like that.
Yeah. Don't let it cool down.
No.
It has to be hot, Amina. Thank you.
Thank you, Justine.